let us talk about sexuality. And this has to do with our own ideas. I was telling you what is our own understanding on the term sexuality. We must understand that people express their sexuality through positive or negative attitudes and behavior. It cannot be only positive, it cannot be only negative. There is positive, there is negative. So it is, and when you say being sexual, it is not just about related to sexual acts. You know, this thing we must be really, so whenever we talk about sexual harassment at workplace, we must understand nothing to, there may be certain incidents which are reported, which are complained, which are nothing to do with acts, but which has to do with thoughts, attitudes, feelings, which can be a mixed. So you find we must always, you know, whenever we talk about sexuality, sexuality education, we always talk about the negative things. So there is love, there is affection, but at the same time there can be pain for discomfort for some when sexuality is being expressed. The third one which I have kept specially in red, this is a very significant point in our whole thing, that individuals express their personal boundaries differently. What may be a personal boundary to one woman cannot be the personal boundary for another. Do you agree this? You know, let us, we always tell about this aspect, for example, to elaborate this, that if, how many of you would like if somebody touches your shoulders or any part of your body, will it be the same for all people? Even if those who are closer to you, it will be differing from person to person. So if we are clear on that, that it differs from person to person, everybody's, so therefore as you might be knowing that under the law, even if one woman feels offensive and she wants to register, it is perfect case that that you have to register it. It falls under the ambit of law, even if other employees, other colleagues might not see at all any case of sexual harassment. But if one person, because that one person has felt her personal boundary has been, affected, then the last part, like these are the basics. We say when somebody is harassing another, what are the things we find that he is using sex as a tool of power? Do you agree? Whenever there is sexual harassment, we are saying that there are two things which are happening. One is he is using as a tool of power to oppress or undermine the other, and also he is actually enforcing his sexuality. So there are two things happening. His sexuality is also being expressed in a negative way, the person, the harasser, and he is using it as a tool of power. So there is power dynamics. And when I say power dynamics, when you see the power dynamics in a case of domestic violence situation in India, you will find that largely it is man-woman. If you see that man is in a dominant position, woman is. But at the workplace, there may be different dynamics. As I said, somebody, a boss can be at a higher level who is a female, and a subordinate can be a male. So there you will find there is a different power equation.